Good morning, friends. I hope you guys are well. Life is good. It's about 6:30 in the morning and I couldn't sleep. Don't know why. I had a good workout yesterday as well in the boxing gym. I done a nice sparring, sweated like there's no tomorrow. And I thought that would help me sleep better, but maybe it's all the coffees that I'm having. I don't know. Talking of coffees, I'm going to get one now to start my day. And I'll be doing a few hours of Veezu work, which is private hire Uber work, and then I will get myself to the gym about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. At least I'll have them two things out of the way. I want to discuss why I will never go back to a 9 to 5 ever again. Some people say you should never say ever because you never know what could happen, and I sort of agree with that as well. But so long as I can and my circumstances allow me to, I will never go back to a 9 to 5 because I realize it's just too depressing. We are not made for this as humans, to wake up early in the morning at this sort of time, finish about 4 or 5 p.m. By the time you get home, you're knackered, you're shattered, you have no energy for yourself, for your kids, for any activities or hobbies that you may have. I've done 6 years of truck driving prior to getting my taxi badge or private hire badge as a Uber driver. I've done 6 years of it, long hours, early mornings, and then at the end of the month you'd get paid, and it wasn't a lot of money for the effort that you're doing. After tax, you'll be taking home 2-3, and it doesn't sound like a lot of money, and it's not a lot of money if you consider the amount of effort, the responsibility for driving a truck. And I'd done that for 6 years. Eventually they made us redundant, and I thought, you know what, I've got the license, I don't need to do this full time, and I just diverted to other things such as Uber and my other part-time job like support work, helping young adults with disabilities and mental health and issues like that. And it felt much more rewarding. When I look after these people, I feel, like it doesn't feel like I'm doing something repetitive or I'm doing something that's not worthwhile. Even though the money ain't great, it's just above, it's more or less like living wage or above living wage, and it's okay for the going great for the same sort of role, so far as I know. But it's rewarding, and it's two different environments, and it's not full time, so you're not having to be drained. And it's just a con, the whole system in general here in the UK and in all over the Western world, when it comes to full-time work and the amount of taxes you pay is ridiculous. And they never count the commute time that you get to work and the time that you finish. So you could be spending an hour at least just on a commute, and you're not getting paid for that. And then they even take the milk further. You don't even get paid breaks with some companies. So it does not make sense, and for that reason and multiple reasons, I will never. I'm a much happier person in general in terms of the stress levels and what I can get done throughout the day, throughout the week, able to take my kids to their activities, able to get myself to the gym, and if I'm not feeling well or I'm not up for it, I have time throughout the day to myself, and I enjoy making these videos. Even though it's very slow growth, I've stuck with it because I enjoy making these videos, and if it's helping a person or just sharing my ideas, my failures, my struggles, it's worthwhile. But with a full-time job, I don't know whether I would have come this far in content creation and videos and stuff like this. And the government were talking about the 4-day a week, I think that would definitely help people and lower people's stress levels and give them a sense of quality of life. Because this whole 5-day business, we're not created, as the saying goes, you work to live in these countries, but you live to work, or work to live, vice versa. You're living life and you're working, and it's paying for most things in your life. There's no stress about money all the time. That's the way it should be. But here in the UK, you are needing to work full-time, overtime, another part-time job, just to be able to pay all your bills and have something left over. And you are one of the lucky ones to be able to invest any significant amounts. And I consider myself as one of them, because the lifestyle that I choose is not brandishing anything, it's not showing off, it's nothing exuberant. I'm living within my means, I quit smoking, so that cut a lot of costs down, and also it helped me to progress and have my sight in the right direction, in terms of I want to look after my health, get my fitness in order. I got my Uber license, my private hire license. I'm doing multiple jobs, and then after I'm able to pay all the bills, I can invest some money into things that are not liabilities, things that will pay me eventually over time. Some people will be laughing that it's only a few pounds that you get from your dividends. You need a lot of money, and that may be the case. But what do you do in a working class situation as an ordinary person, not from the silver spoon? What do? You got to start somewhere. And that's the way I look at it. And as the saying goes, if you look after the pennies, the pounds will look after themselves, and so on, friends. Especially as a man, life is very hard. No one's coming to rescue us. No one cares about us. And the system's not here for us. And you have to shake yourself off every time you fall down and get back up and get on. And as a father, I have a responsibility to my kids, to myself. And it all starts from your health, friends. And life is good. I hope something that I've mentioned in this video can resonate with you guys. Let me know in the comments, friends, and I'll check in with you guys again.